Hey, how you doing? This is Tommy here from Trading with Harmony. So hope you're having a great week. So this week then I'll be analysing the markets then from January the 18th to the 22nd and going through the previous week as well, the setups and the... Alright, see you in a second, thanks. Alrighty then, so we're in the euro dollar. So let's have a look what has happened for this week then. Okay, so last week then I was talking about the actual, we have this kind of a channel, and it looks like that it was starting to fan out in terms of actually it was stopping the momentum of the bulls moving forward. So, and we're going to quite possibly get a breakout, which it did this week. We got a breakout. So let's go into the 4 hours and have a look at the setups. Okay then, so last week then we finished here at this point, and what I was talking about then, we were looking for price to continue down south, which it did. It came down and hit our TP, being the actual 1.2178. So so if you're on that, guys, well done. So for this week then, what we are looking for then is because it has moved down a nice kind of move where we're possibly going to get a bit more of a pullback into this area here, and once it holds at this actually 1.2260 area, we are looking for a second move down south to hit our new TP level, being the actual 1.1948 in the euro dollar. Hey, okay, so the actual pound dollar. So we can see here in the actual weekly here, yeah, that actually it's after this here, which was resistance, comes support here. We can see here resistance, and it broke that and becomes support down here. So basically this here then becomes support. So we can see here where price then had broken that, came down, and now it is becoming actual resistance here again. So quite possibly what we're looking at now, we're going to get a bit more of a move down into our ascending channel, to the actual bottom part of our ascending channel, meaning that we're looking for price to come down into this part of the actual channel. Okay, so let's go into the daily. So we can see that here, yesterday we got a nice big engulfing candle, giving us some early indication that this is going to be looking like quite possibly a move for this early week, coming down into the actual channel into this area. Okay, so let's go into the 4 hour. Okay, so last week then we finished here at this point here. And what I was talking about, we were looking for a move to go up north, to one more move up north before I was thinking of a actual pullback, but it gave us a actual you can see here we got this week actually a actual triple tops, yeah. So you can see here we're hit it here once, twice, and the third time here, yeah. Okay, so for this week then, what I'm looking at then is actually for price to continue down to hit our TP level, being the actual 1.3470 in the pound dollar. Okay then, so the actual dollar yen here, we can see here the actual descending channel. Okay, but we are getting a lot of actual resistance here at the top part of our descending channel. So let's go into the actual 4 hours and have a look at our setup. Okay then, so last week then we finished here at this point, and what I was talking about then last week was that quite possibly what we're going to get is actually price to come up into this actually resistance zone, being the actual 104.04, and which it did. You can see there it's been going into this zone and it broke it, but then it actually what we can see here, then it came back up into the zone again and is trying to make its way down. So this is what I'm looking at then for this week. Then quite possibly we might get a bit more of a pullback into this zone before we get one more move down to our actual take profit zone of the 102.88 in the dollar yen. Okay, so the dollar Canadian then, we can see here that in the day candles, these two lines are actually in the weekly, and it's in the middle pretty much of the actual weekly, giving us indication that actually price is been getting rejected here in these areas here. So it's starting to build up a lot of actually support in these areas, plus it's building up resistance within these areas here as well. Okay, so let's go into the 4 hours and have a look at our setups. Okay then, so last week then we actually finished here at this point, and what I was talking about last week was that for a better risk reward we were looking for price to come into this actually structural area, being the actual 1.2780. Once it holds in this area, we were looking for price to continue down south. So it has continued down south, but it's not down to our target yet. But so we can see then we got a nice retracement here again. So for this week then I'm looking for price then to hold in this area, and once it holds in this area then we are looking for price then to continue down south and to hit our TP level, being the actual 1.2605 in the dollar Canadian. Okay, so the actual pound Aussie then, we can see here then in the day candles that actual where we had this week actually where price came up and touched the underneath of our actually resistance becomes support, so meaning that actually price has broken it here and then it now becomes resistance. Yeah, so we are looking for a move down south, so this is what we're looking at. Yeah, so let's go into the actual 4 hours and have a look at our setups. Okay, so price then finished here at this point last week, and we got a big nice retracement back into our structural area, being the 1.7640, and actually it's been holding and becomes actually double tops here on the actual weekly actual resistance now. So giving us a good indication that price is holding this level, that we're quite possibly we're going to get a nice move down south. So for this week then, what I'm looking for then is for price to continue down south and to hit our TP, being the 1.7424 in the pound Aussie. Okay, so the euro yen then, we can see here then that actually price has actually it's been fanning out. Like you can see here that price is trying to go up, and it just can't seem to go up to the next level. So for what has happened then, you can see here that price has broken this actually trend line here and is given indication that we are going down south for a period of time. Yeah, so let's go into the 4 hours and have a look at our setups. Okay, so the euro yen. So the euro yen then, so we can see here that actually price has broken our actual support level here. So what we're looking at for this week then is for actually for price to if we can get price to, for a better risk reward, for price to come back up into this area here, and once it holds at the actual 127.00 even, we are looking for price then to continue down south and to hit our actually TP level, being the actual 124.60 in the euro yen. Okay then, so in gold here then, last week I was talking about that we had broken our actually ascending channel, and it looks like we're going to be going down south for a period of time, which it has. So let's go into our actual 4 hours and have a look at our setup. Okay then, so last week then we finished here at this point here, And what I was talking about then, if we can get price to come back up north slightly just to get a better risk reward, which it did, and then for price to continue down to hit our TP, which it did, it came down and hit our TP, being 18.19 in gold. So, and pretty much then it's been just going actually sideways then for the week. So what I'm looking at then for price then for a better risk reward then is if we can get price to come back up into this actual structural area, and then from this area we are looking for price to continue down south to hit our actual TP level, being the 1802 in gold. Okay, so the Dow Jones then. So we have actually a kind of, it's more of a slow moving actually ascending channel, and we can see here where actually price has come down here to these areas here several times, yeah, on the bottom part of the ascending channel. On the top part of the ascending channel we can see here price, and as price has just hit it here again. And this week then we got a actual double tops here, you can see here, yeah, and it's at the top part of our ascending channel. So for this week then we are looking for price then to continue down south, quite possibly then what we will get, you can see here where actually this here is actually a significant level here, and it's holding at that level. But we got a nice engulfing candle showing that there is more momentum left to move down south. So let's what I'm looking at then is for price then for a better risk reward to quite possibly come back a little bit before it will move down south to hit the actual bottom part of our ascending channel, being the 30424 in the Dow. Okay, so that's it then for this week then, guys. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, that would be great, and give it a thumbs up, really appreciate that, just to help grow the channel. So I'll see you guys next week. Take care, have a safe one, bye bye, thank you.